A Black Popeyes employee in Louisiana was fired and could face a lawsuit after he farted on raw chicken and served it to customers. The incident started when the employee posted a disturbing video online. In the video, he walked into the restaurant's raw chicken storage area, opened a package of uncooked chicken, sat on it, and farted on the food. After that, he appeared to take the same chicken, cook it in the fryer, and serve it to customers. A few days later, some customers discovered the video online. When they watched it carefully, they realized the employee in the video was the same person who had prepared their meals at the restaurant that day. The customers said they immediately felt disgusted and sick after realizing they might have eaten the chicken shown in the video. They brought the evidence to the restaurant and contacted Popeye's corporate, demanding compensation and an investigation. Popeyes fired the employee and hired lawyers to take legal action against him. After the video went viral, many people said this was exactly why they avoid fast food, because customers never know what happens in the kitchen before their food is served. Others said anyone who intentionally does something like this should face serious consequences.
Now, of course, he was zesty as hell.
A Black Popeyes employee.
Of course, he was zesty as hell. You dig? Hey, peace. I am 6. Yo, this TikTok, this be killing me on his phone. All right, let me see if it's ready now. It's tripping. TikTok.
Hey y'all, we at the I ain't never got it.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, TikTok be playing anything you want. Yeah, I swear. Wait, could not. Why? TikTok couldn't do. Oh my God! All right, let me just restart that device. My fault, family. Yeah, I swear, the TikTok apps on the phones and whatever be trash, yo. I went live, then it said, then it kicks me out the live. So I try to resume my live, then it said you can't go live again. I'm not trying to go live again, I'm trying to resume my live. So I just got to reset my whole phone.
Attorney for detained University of Maryland Baltimore pharmacy professor Burhanu Kubrat says he should not have been arrested in the first place. His lawyers argued he should be granted bond in a hearing on Friday, but last night the federal immigration judge handling the case denied that request. That's despite lawyers submitting 18 letters of support for Kubrat at Friday's hearing, many of them coming from colleagues at the University of Maryland and former colleagues at William Patterson University in New Jersey. Kubrat's attorney says he has valid work authorization and was on a period of authorized stay after he applied for relief on his J-1 visa. ICE says the Ethiopian entered the country legally, but his visa expired in May 2020.
I can't even grab that thing. So they say he claimed to enter the country legally, but his visa expired shortly afterwards. I mean, that sounds like a finesse, family. That sounds like, oh, my visa about to expire. Let me go to the country right before the expiration date, so somehow a sanctuary city can protect me. Ain't that a crazy finesse? The dude realizes his visa is about to expire, so he comes to the country. He comes to America right before it expires, and then it expires. Hey, I'm here. It expired while I was here. So what? You still got to go. What does that mean? Let me run that back.
Burhanu Kubrat says he should not have been arrested in the first place. His lawyers argued he should be granted bond in a hearing on Friday, but last night the federal immigration judge handling the case denied that request. That's despite lawyers submitting 18 letters of support for Kubrat at Friday's hearing, many of them coming from colleagues at the University of Maryland and former colleagues at William Patterson.
Oh, no, he should stay. Deport the other ones who visas expired. He needs to stay. We like him. Yeah, this is one of those white supremacist actions where they'd be like, I can't stand Negroes, but I like you.
University in New Jersey. Kubrat's attorney says he has valid work.
New Jersey, now you got to go. That valid stuff means nothing when your visa expired. You got to go. I made a whole song
authorization and was on a period of authorized stay after he applied for relief on his J-1 visa. ICE says the Ethiopian entered the country legally, but his visa expired in May
Right, you gotta
2024.
go.
Cabret was about to board a flight home from the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport on July 21st after winning Teacher of the Year at a national pharmacy.
We don't care nothing about the Teacher of the Year. You gotta go, my guy. You gotta go home. You ain't gotta, oh, matter of fact, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of here. And if you don't want to go home, you gotta find a new home and go over there.
Education conference when he was detained.
You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of here. If you don't want to go home, then find another home somewhere else and go there, okay?
And it is during this process of receiving this award and returning back that he was arrested or detained and then transferred, I believe, to Oklahoma. So yes, you can see how disturbing, scary, annoying this is.
Brett has been in detention at Diamondback Correctional Facility in rural Oklahoma for almost a month. His former colleague tells 11 News Cabret has 2 children and a wife in Africa, praising Cabret's research on drug abuse. He called the judge's decision disappointing, saying attorneys plan to appeal.
You will be with your family very shortly.
The University of Maryland School of Pharmacy dean saying, quote, "We are concerned for his welfare, but remain hopeful this matter will soon be resolved. We are continuing."
He had enough welfare. Now he's gonna go home and to get it from the mud. In his case, literally.
To monitor this situation and evaluating the impact on the fall semester and on the students who Dr. Cabret serves. Cabret's attorney called the denial unfounded, given Cabret's record, saying, quote, "I don't believe the evidence was properly weighed." The attorney confirmed the judge did give a...
I'll let you know that the evidence was properly weighed. You had an expired visa. Yes, that's called weighing the evidence correctly, and you got to go.
reason, but told us they could not share any more information about this case. A date for Cabret's next hearing has not been shared.
No, sir.
In the newsroom, Marshall Keeley, WBAL TV 11 News.
His hearing will never be shared because we don't want all y'all Karen stopping ICE from doing a great job. Somebody gotta give ICE like some type of medal. All right. So let's get to some Dane Calloway. Let's do a reaction. Okay, I played it earlier, but I didn't react. Now, hopefully this time, hold on, let's get TikTok a second. Okay. So I'll probably get a new phone next week, guaranteed. I might get one today. Today's the 21st. The TikTok phone is so annoying, man. They keep resetting back to the beginning.
We're not playing right now. This is not a game. This is not right. This is not a trip.
Yo, what is going on, bruh? What's going on? She wanted me to go live. Phone is trip. Oh, God, come on. All right, give me a second. Phone is bugging. We are proud people, but I'm American.
Think about it. Young lady lost her life damn near 3 days ago, and I never, not once heard it on the news.
Yeah. I hope y'all know that Newark is full of. I mean, Newark is basically immigrant city. You go to Newark, if you see somebody with melanin in their face, most likely they are immigrant descent. And I ain't know, and I didn't notice that until I went to the airport, man, Newark Airport. I'm like, damn, it was hella Haitians. And then like that put me on notice. And then when I started to like go like places for coffee, go to ShopRite, it would be a lot of Haitians in there. I'm like, when I was wondering when did this start? Because I just realized it. So did this start just now? Or how long was this going on? Like, was this going on during all the crime era when Newark at its worst, all the projects, all the senseless, violence? Was those Haitians and immigrants that look like some of us, or just brown skins who automatically thought it was us? It's like, yo, like I would love to see like the population demographic of like Haitians and Jamaicans going back like 15 years in Newark. So that had me really thinking, like, wow, I wonder if all that crime was done by these dudes. And they put the black tag on it. All right, let's go ahead first.
What's up, Evan?
Hello, I can't go behind Retro Rose. I'm gonna have to let him have that. I was just telling you
No.
once again.
I'm gonna save this one when I get my food. Let's start Dane. Yeah, I'm gonna say that video when I get my food so that it ain't dry in here. Oh, I told y'all about Melissa.
For Melissa.
Everybody I love Shakira Richardson. She's good. But I told y'all it was about Melissa Jefferson. I showed y'all last year. Check this out.
To Jefferson Wooden.
Oh, she's going to run fast here.
She only did what she had to, but now we're going to see her at full speed.
Check this out. This is the 200. Now, she's an American runner. Ain't no Jamaican, ain't no African can touch this woman. It's FBA woman. Check this out. Now, this is a national event. So, like, these are all Americans, at least citizens. But this ain't international. But nobody can touch her. There's no nobody from Jamaica, and all that Jamaican reign is gone. Matter of fact, Sharika Jackson was in this one, the ex-Jamaican champ. Shakira Richardson dethroned her, and Melissa Jefferson cooked her. But Melissa Jefferson, she beat this same track meet. She beat Shakira Richardson by a hair. She beat Shakira Richardson by a hair. She beat her though. She beat her last year. So Melissa Jefferson dominates the 100 and the 200. And Shakari Richardson just runs the 100. She tried the 200. She got smoked. But Sharika Jackson, all the Jamaicans, like they did the 2 and 1. It was Gabby. Gabby was an American runner for the 200. She was like number 2. Jamaican chick was number 1. Well, Melissa Jefferson is dominating the 200 and the 100. So the two fastest races in track, FBA, Melissa Jefferson Wooden is the number 1, and she's young too. Number 1 woman in the world. Both. Everybody fear this woman. Check out this.
Set.
Start for women's 200-meter final.
Yeah,
She has 10.63 speed, and nobody else in the field has that. And
I told you, she's like the Usain Bolt of American women.
that's why the world champion has completely obliterated this field so far.
My goodness, look at Melissa Jefferson Wooden come off the turn.
Look at that lead. I can't even fucking see, man. Look at that lead right there.
And run away from the
Look at that
field.
lead. Now listen, these are the baddest women in America. You dig? Look, she smoked them. Yeah, she's the American FBA version of Usain Bolt for women.
The world number 1, streaking to the line, 21.
Smoked them. Yeah, all that track talk out the window now. Especially with the women. Noah Lyles still doing his thing. He got first place. Oh shit. My fault. If I invited you, it's by mistake. Hey, yo, invite yourself back up. I was trying to invite you on, man. I invited the wrong person. Yeah, but all that track talk is out the window now. All they had was Usain Bolt. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, they had Sharika Jackson, other one. They had their time. They reigned for a little while, but now it's back. Track is back, baby. Jamaica's had some good runners. I ain't even gonna cap. But it's over. As you can see, nobody can touch Melissa Jefferson in the 2 or 100. And she's worse in the 200. Like, nobody, your best chance at the 100, you can't even compete there. You got no chance in the 200. Y'all seen that lead? You seen that lead? She could have tied her shoe and still won. All right, let's tackle, invite yourself back up on TikTok, man. We want to hear from you.
Right up.
That. And the irony is, you know who one of the main spokespersons rejected?
Every single time someone talk to you? Yeah, right.
So they started this whole back to Africa nonsense. That was white fun.
Right up.
All right, so this is Callaway trying to cook Tariq. She stole his fucking point. They reacting to Tariq, and not
Rejected it, ladies and gentlemen. The black grassroots rejected it. They were actively going around, the black grassroots were going around, hey, y'all stop that African shit. Do y'all understand? You had activists in the 1800s talking like we're talking now. Stop all that African talk. We're not African.
And he knew this. And was still a Pan-African all those years until recently.
He was never a Pan-Africanist. Neither was a. If we like somebody in Africa or some things going on in Africa, if we keep it real about Africa, that don't make us a Pan-African. I even had an RBG flag, you dig? For a moment. Just to, in my mind, I'm showing solidarity. But I was never with an RBG. I don't have no RBG Facebooks. My Facebooks are Black Americans. One is Dr. Khalid Muhammad and Malcolm X together, and the other one is called Black Think Tank. You dig? And my email is Black Think Tank. So a weirdo could say, Unbiased Ron was Pan-African. Show me. Show me in groups with Pan-Africanists, and I'm yelling, we need to go back to Africa. We African. We ain't. You won't find that. Like I said, I'm over here think I'm doing solidarity. Think we're coming together as a people. Yeah, I'm believing that skin folk could be friend folk. You dig? Yo, what the fuck, man?
There was a whole movement. They were showing up at the AME church and all of these places by the thousands up in Philadelphia. 3,000 brothers showed up, cut that African shit out, telling them, don't start that, go to Africa. We ain't from Africa. 3,000 people showed up to that church telling them, cut that Africa shit out. Look up what I'm telling you. Google, do whatever you need to do. I'm telling you, we rejected that. And the irony is, you know who one of the main spokespersons rejecting that? Frederick Douglass, who Umar's running, he got the struggle school named after. Frederick Douglass was the main person saying, hey, we ain't African, we're native here. We've been here too long. This is our land. We ain't going to no damn Africa. Frederick Douglass was the main one against that. Look that up. Frederick Douglass argued explicitly against that African talk.
Frederick Douglass had an issue with the American Colonization Society, the people that was.
Dane Calloway ain't much of a historian. Frederick Douglass was against any idea. When Dan Calloway just said Frederick Douglass was against the ACS. Wait, listen to this guy. When you talk, I know who knows history and who doesn't. Check this out.
The society.
Frederick Douglass argued explicitly against that African.
Frederick Douglass had an issue with the American Colonization Society, the people that was one of the societies that were trying to push the so-called Pan-African agenda. That's who he was against. He was against the white people that were behind the American colonization.
Right, and those white, and look, before the ACS, you had free blacks who was already trying to get to Africa, like Martin Delaney Robinson and Paul Cuff. You dig? So before an ACS, you had free blacks talking that back to Africa stuff, and Frederick Douglass was against that. So Dane Calloway don't know what he's talking about. So of course, Frederick Douglass, like us, we're against anybody who's pushing back to Africa. Just like we're against Garvey pushing that, and we're against the Klan who supported that, who teamed up with Garvey. Garvey joined the Klan and trying to get us back to Africa. So we're against Garvey and the Klan. So Frederick Douglass was against those early free black Pan-Africans, and he was against that old Klan, the ACS. So yes, we're against whoever is pushing back to Africa. You dig? Whoever's supporting it and whoever's out there campaigning for it. The Klan, the ACS, Martin Delaney Robinson, and the Marcus Garvey, and anybody else, the Umars, we're against back to Africa rhetoric. It's foolishness. TikTok shop, you know what I mean.
Society. Yeah, so.
Talk. He was like, no, y'all making the block hot with that. We got birthright. This is our land. Harriet Tubman was talking about this is our land. Yes, Frederick was vehemently against not only going to Africa, calling ourselves African.
I dare you to prove it.
Harriet Tubman was talking about this is our land. Yes, Frederick.
That's why this fool don't want to debate me. When has Harriet Tubman ever said that?
Frederick was vehemently against not
when she ain't never exist.
Only going to Africa, calling ourselves African. He was.
So Dane Calloway sounds like the folks that Dan Calloway sounds like the folks that be calling in my podcast. Debate what? Just said debate Harriet Tubman never existed. I'll take that debate. I'll take that one. Anybody who follows this guy, I'll take that debate. Like, yeah, that is like the silliest debate, but I'll take it. You're gonna lose real fast. I'll take that debate. Give me your argument. You dig? Tell me what I ain't gonna blindly just join some babble talk debate. But what's your evidence that she doesn't exist? Like, if you got the evidence, you should win. Like, I got the evidence. Ain't nobody black but black Americans. Jamaicans ain't black. Africans ain't black. And Haitians ain't black. Nobody from the Caribbean, nobody from Africa is black. Nobody from Hispaniola, none of them black. I got the evidence. And I told it 1,000 times on my lives. And I'm undefeated, and it ain't even close. So if Harriet Tubman, you know what? I'm actually going to look. You know what we're going to do? Now, this dude was not on my radar at all. Not on my radar. But since he's still pushing this Harriet Tubman never existed, I'm actually going to go through his videos, my guy. See, this is what happens. I'm minding my business. This guy ain't on my radar at all. Zero. Nowhere close. But since you trying to come after the lineage with some Harriet Tubman never existed babble, all right, because he does got some videos. I'm going to look through them. I'm going to eat on this dude for a little while. Yeah, so I'm going to shift my focus away from the target and go after this guy. That's what we're going to do.
Against that. Look up what I'm telling you.
Did he say look it up?
Yeah, look it up. What you supposed to do? Just take his word?
He know he full of shit. And Harriet Tubman said,
Now, these guys like this, see, family, for some people, they just want views, right? And they can't get them. He can get views. So he ain't one of them just looking for views. He gets views. He's looking for the notoriety. He's looking for the fame. He's looking for the clout. So some people, money, I'm not saying him. I'm giving an analogy. For some people, being rich ain't good enough. For some people, the world got to know they rich. You dig? They're mad nobody knows they're rich for some people. Some people being rich ain't good enough. They got to be famous. They got to be rich and famous. And he's the guy, views ain't good enough. He want to be known. He want to be talked about in the public. And that's never gonna happen. Like, I'll tell you why he'll never be known publicly. For one, he don't have to look. He's not easy on the eye, all right, at all. This dude Dane Calloway is not easy on the eye. That's number one. Just that alone, you'll never be a well-received individual, a public figure. Then number two, you're not eloquent. You're not articulate. You're not articulate. You dig? You can't put the words together. Like nothing, you know what I mean? You don't have that. You're not swaggy either. Like we see you dressed up. You wear dashikis and stuff. So you're not even swaggy. And like you just really have no FBA glow like that. So for those reasons, like you would never be received by the public. But just the looks alone is enough. Like he got the Biz Marquee look. And Biz Marquee was fun, entertaining, funny, but people didn't really rock with him like that because he wasn't nice to look at. He was not easy on the eye. And people like easy on the eye people. This is why some artists that ain't that good, like Ashanti, can be more received than somebody from SWV. You dig? That's just a fact. That's just a fact. All right, so look, I'm going to hold on for the critique of Dan Calloway for 1 second. I'm going to play this video of Tariq Nasheed. He's explaining why foundational is so deep in the three-letter word or three-letter acronym FBA. So let me get my sandwich. You dig? My sandwich. Invite yourself up, bro. You gotta wait. You gotta wait 5-10 minutes because I gotta get my sandwich. But I do want some folks. I gotta put the link in YouTube because it's the hour. It's Friday. I ain't got nothing to do. So I'm gonna put the link for YouTube. Let y'all hop on and talk. You know what I mean? A little bit. Cause I got some videos to play. You know. So if you do hop on, whatever point you got, say it, land it. And then, you know what I mean, land it. And then, yeah, people got to Google how to make a point, like, or when they're making a point. Sometimes, like, you guys be dialoguing and, like, going in, but don't know you made, like, 20 points. So it's like, yo, sometimes I want to respond to y'all point for point. But y'all got to know when you're making a point and when you're not. A lot of people don't know when they made a point. No, let me keep going. I ain't done. Like, yeah, but you made a point, though. Let me address that point. You made an argument, is what I'm saying. All right, anyway. Damn, somebody would want to hop on when I'm trying to eat. Let me see what the brother want. He might just want a quick shout out. I gotta order my burger. You there? Starving. Hey, your name Mikey P? I don't know if he meant to hop on or not. You meant to hop on, Mikey P?
My bad, brother. I didn't mean to hop on.
Okay. All right, no problem.
My bad. I didn't mean to hop on.
Now you good. I'll drop you back down. No problem. B1.
All right, you want, brother?
All right, let's get it. Okay.
Let him have that. I was just telling you once again, I'm out here in Phoenix, and the tethers out here have created trying to recreate the Green Book, but fill it with African shops and fake soul food.
Oh, so Lord.
Yeah, that's a big thing out here. They're trying to make they've really flattened blackness out here to the point where they are just literally recreating their own version of the Green Book so they can sell you some of that nasty rice.
Lord, my goodness. Thank you, beloved. Yeah, when I was in Brooklyn not too long ago, what street was I on? What street was I on? There's a Biggie mural on this street. There's on the corner, there's a mural of Biggie Smalls. Where are my Brooklyn people? Because I went to a barber shop over there. And it's right over there where that mural is on the corner of Biggie Smalls. I remember that explicitly, that Biggie mural. What street is that, my Brooklyn people? Is that Dumbo? Is that the Dumbo area? Where are my Brooklyn people? Is that Fulton Street? What street is that? That's Fulton. Okay. That's full. Okay. And I went down the street from there. I was kind of on that same block walking down the street. And, okay, Fulton and St. James. Okay, got it. Is that Bed-Stuy? Because I get kind of confused with my areas, the Dumbo, Bed-Stuy. I get a little confused out there in New York because it's so big. And I was walking, I was trying to get something to eat, and I saw a place that said soul food. And I went in there, and it was like buffet style. And I saw the people behind the counter. They had cake soap and crooked wigs. The women had some cake soap on and some crooked wigs. I said, uh-oh. And the soul food wasn't souling at all. I don't know what the hell this shit was. This was not our soul food. Nigga. They had like black-eyed bush meat. It was some real weird combinations they had. It was like supposed to be some baked chicken, but the chicken had a tail. I'm like, what kind of chicken is this? None of that shit matched what the description was. None of it matched what the description was. It was a weird texture. The barbecue was a weird texture. The greens looked plastic. I said, okay, I'm not eating. It didn't even smell right. I'm like, no. Yeah, it was some Caribbeans basically trying to do their version of a soul food, and that shit wasn't it at all. Yeah, that wasn't it at all. So yeah, they like to cosplay our stuff, and that's why they need us to be generic Africans. That's why they need us to be generic Africans, so that they can capitalize off the stuff that we got going on in family. See, that's why when we delineate the power of the word foundational, see, that foundational word got everybody in a chokehold. Boy, it's the foundational word. That's the one that's doing all the heavy lifting. That's the one that got them in a chokehold. See, when you use foundational, when you say foundational Black American, see, foundational, that's not a description that everybody can just latch on to. When you say foundational, that means a continuous American ethnic lineage tied directly to the formation and the development of the United States. You see? See, a lot of different people, African American, anybody, Obama's a damn African American. See, all these other groups can come on and latch on to these names. They can latch on to Black American. You can latch on to minority. You can latch on to African American. But see, foundational, that describes continuity, not just your skin complexion. Because like that tether who called earlier, see, when you're Black, what is your skin tone? What color are you? What does your skin look like? What is your hair texture? No. Being foundational it goes beyond just hair texture and skin tone. No. We're talking about a status. See, foundational means your status. It goes beyond just your skin tone. You see, foundational, that's stronger than a generic racial label because it requires a historic element. Anybody can call themselves Black. Anybody can immigrate here. Anybody can become an American citizen. A lot of people can identify racially as Black, but you cannot immigrate into being foundational. See, that word comes with the historical prerequisite. Your lineage has to run through the creation and the development of this country. That's what makes all of these ops real uncomfortable. That closes that loophole that allows people with racial similarities to be substituted for the ethnic group. See, Black and African American is very broad. Foundational Black American, extremely specific. Ain't nobody dumb. They know what it is. Yeah, Mendani, the mayor of damn New York, wrote down he was damn African American. He's a damn Punjabi Indian. And he wrote down he was African American for some type of college admitting. Hell, Elon Musk is African American. You see, that's why people constantly try to change foundational into an indigenous debate. You see, because the minute you say foundational Black Americans are foundational to the United States, you know what? You see what they normally do. So you saying you indigenous and you Native American? Your hair is not Indian. Yeah. They start talking about no. No. Are you saying you don't come from Africa? Are you saying you indigenous? See, none of those questions refute the argument. Those are straw man detours, all right? Because the original proposition is much harder for them to challenge. See, regardless of the different ancestral ingredients that eventually produced foundational Black Americans, this particular ethnic population was present during the construction of the United States and developed continuously inside of it. You understand? So foundational and indigenous, those are two different arguments. That's why people always try to collapse the two. It's two different arguments. That's why they can't really deal with that foundational word is really whooping that ass. They'll try to veer into that indigenous thing. Now that's a separate argument altogether. You understand? And the thing is, me, because there's some people who I ain't got no African ancestors. No, we all got African genetics. I got African genetics. Everybody got African genetics. Shit. Not even denying that. Yeah, there were some people who came from Africa. There was a very small percentage of people who came from Africa mixed in with the Aboriginal people. I'm not saying they didn't, but that's still, we're still foundational Black Americans. We had an ethnogenesis. We still had an ethnogenesis, just like other people in Polynesia and all these places, New Guinea, they came from Africa at one point, landed on certain continents and islands, and they had ethnogenesis. We did the same thing. We didn't just remain some damn generic damn Africans. We had an ethnogenesis. We became our own distinct foundational Black American ethnic population. You understand? And when you say foundational, that prevents people from retroactively attaching themselves to our history. See, this is where the terminology becomes very politically powerful. See, if everything is reduced to just simply Black people, well, somebody whose family just got here yesterday, they can rhetorically position themselves inside events that happened 150 years ago or 200 years ago. Because I see people who just got here. Yes, we built Black Wall Street. What? We fought in the civil rights movement. What? You just got, what civil rights you fight in? No, I don't let people get away with that, because during the civil rights movement, the only people who were being martyred were foundational Black Americans. There were no Caribbean martyrs. There were no African martyrs. We were getting gunned down and having to fight for justice. We were. Yeah, Black girls in churches getting unalived. These were FBAs. This was happening to FBAs. You understand? So they were sacrificing. Our people were being sacrificed. Our lineage was being sacrificed. So I don't like people hopping in front of the line like, oh, yes, look at what happened to us. So I need compensation. You see? We are the culture here, ladies and gentlemen. And when we say foundational, that identifies contribution, not just suffering. See, this is important. See, foundational Black American identity, it's not reduced just to slavery. Foundational means the people whose labor, agriculture, craftsmanship, military service, culture, inventions, political struggle, music, language, food ways, religious traditions, civil rights, activism, economic production, all became woven into the infrastructure of America itself. That's a much larger argument than just our ancestors were oppressed, because the tethers love to come over here and do the oppression trauma bonding thing, because that's the only thing they see we got in common. If the police pull me over, nigga, he's not going to ask if he's FBA or Nigerian. But our identity and history goes deeper than just an interaction with the damn police. You see? Because they know we ain't got nothing else in common like that. They don't have their version of a Luther Vandross or a Prince or a Michael Jackson. They don't have their version of a Michael Jordan or LeBron James. They don't have their version of a Lewis Latimer or of a Granville T. Woods. They don't have their version of a Dr. Francis Cress Welsing or a Rosa Parks. They don't have that. I'm not trying to be mean. We're going to talk history. So the only thing they feel they...
Hello.
How you doing?
Great. Yourself?
Okay.
All right. Good. What's going on today?
So I had a,
Yes.
I'm just gonna say this real fast. And I notice you keep playing this guy here, which I don't agree with some of the things he say.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give you an instant here. Just say the skinheads, the triple K, the white superior, whatever you want to call them. I noticed that they disagree with each other too, quietly, but they don't go against each other. The triple K been around since the 1800s, and they still here. Have you wondered why they still here?
Because this.
Because the other groups don't interfere with the other groups. They let them have a point of view. They let them talk. And you may disagree with certain topics, but don't put your own people down, even if you don't agree with him. And this is what the CIA and everybody been doing. They see us battling against each other. This dude is not really talking down against Black Americans per se. So even if you don't like his opinion, don't grab us down like crabs. I hear enough of this. I'm an older gentleman. We went through this long time ago in the 70s, before you was born, probably in the 60s.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Right, can I ask you a question?
All the Black leaders by the things you're doing now.
Wait, hold on. Wait, let me get a word in. Because I like a dialogue. When you say that's how they took out the Black leaders, who took out the Black leaders? Just for clarity.
CIA,
Right.
FBI.
So non-Black people, right? Wait, hold on. So non-Black people. Wait, wait. I'm asking a question. But the agenda was non-Black agenda to get down to take down Black people, right?
The rhetoric they're hearing now and the things you are doing.
Give me an example of the rhetoric. Wait. Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait. Are you here to give a speech? I'll let you go and I won't interrupt. Okay.
You're gonna repeat
Okay,
yourself.
so wait, but let me. So do you want me to talk at all? Just let me know. I'll go on mute. Sir, do you want me to talk at all, or do you want me to go on mute? Do you want me to talk at all? If you're right, then anything I say should be wrong, right? Okay. So now, first of all, how do you identify? Let's start right there. Okay, cool.
Sources that they gave me when I was coming up as a kid. They called me Negro.
Mm-hmm.
They called me colored.
Mm-hmm.
They called me Black.
Wait, no, wait, stop. Wait, stop right there. Wait, stop right there. Who called you Black? Who called you Black? What? No. Okay, what year was that? What year did it establish? Because I thought Black people called us Black.
1968.
Okay, stop right there. 1931, when Elijah Muhammad. Yeah, I heard what you said. Now listen to me. You gave me a date, 68. I'm gonna give you a date 37 years earlier. When Elijah Muhammad said the Black man and Black woman, was he Black or white?
He started that in 1968.
No, 1931, my guy. Hey, my guy. Listen to me. I know you think you old, so you. Okay. Yeah, but you're not smarter. But you're not smarter than me. I'm giving you a reference. You can go research my Elijah Muhammad paper. It's called "The Final Call to Islam." My guy. Okay. All right. Well, so Elijah Muhammad is white. Okay. So in 1931, his paper was called "The Final Call to Islam." He called us Black man, Black woman, Black family. So he called us before the establishment. In your words, 37 years earlier, he called us Black. Now, Richard Wright in 1945 got a book called The Black Boy. That is what, 23 years earlier than your source, who said we're black.
Teaching from. You got it from.
From himself. From himself. Yes, he did. Okay, he did. He got it from himself. He taught that's his teachings. You can't find that teaching nowhere else. So look, I gave you a source, 1931. I gave you a source, 1931. He said, black man, black woman of America, black family. Can you give me a source earlier than that? That was Elijah Muhammad's final call to Islam. Can you get, that's his paper. We could easily source that up. Give me a source earlier than that and you won. You can't. See, you one of those old fools that think you're old, you're smart. No, my guy, that's not how that work over here. You ain't no you old, so we listen. You dig? You old, you don't know nothing, you sit down. I'm retiring you. I'm sitting you down for good. And matter of fact, you sound like one of those guys who went against the Black Empowerment movement. Everybody's saying black power, black power. You say, I don't like black. I ain't black. I'm colored. You sound like one of those guys who went against black and wanted to maintain your colored status, your Negro status. You dig? And yeah, so no. I'm trying to get the guy to pinpoint the disrespect, the tie into the CIA. He couldn't do that. He wanted to. I told him. I said, hey, if you just want to talk, I'll go on mute. You dig? If you want to talk, I just go on mute. I told the guy. But if you want me to dialogue, I'm a dialogue. But you got to dialogue back with me. Hey, what's your name, family? What's up, family?
Much, man. I don't know how you do it, man. I went into a live the other day. I really don't be going in there like that, but I went into one. They got on the mic, and these people are so like crazy, man. I don't know if I can say that word, but it's crazy, huh? It's weird, man, how they be talking. I think they were more on the indigenous side. I just was trying to hear them out and stuff. Yeah, they do not want to hear what we gotta say.
Right, at all. Now look, now this old fool is in the chat talking about I don't know Elijah Muhammad teachings. Now this is an old fool. I'm an ex-former of the Nation of Islam. I'm highly connected in the Nation of Islam. You dig? In New Jersey, I'm highly connected. All Newark, name the mosque. I'm highly connected and respected in the Nation of Islam. This dude then lost all of his brain cells. Okay, I'm highly respected. Somebody who know the teachings. So a fool who's on the outside TikTok shop. Forgive me. Yeah. So, bro, now I gave him the paper's name, so he don't even know that there were 3 papers. It was the final call to Islam, Muhammad Speaks, and then Farrakhan final call. He don't know that. So now he's saying he had a teacher. They all had a teacher. Minister Louis Farrakhan teacher was Elijah Muhammad, but is Minister Louis Farrakhan, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, is he teaching everything Elijah Muhammad taught? No, he's added his own things in there. You dig? There's nothing wrong with that. Elijah Muhammad added his own things too, sir. So when I say he taught that. He added his own things. So now, if you said his teacher said that, then his teacher dates back to what? 1901. So now you're saying we were calling ourselves black back then. That helps me out more. That helps my argument out more. If because the teacher was around before Elijah Muhammad.
Oh yeah,
Right. But look. One thing somebody don't want to do is come over here cosplaying like they know some history more than me, like American history. You got to stop. But go ahead, bro. You can finish cooking about that live thing you were just.
yeah. They been. I went on a few lives. I was just listening. One of them I joined, but you would think they say they got the FBA and they stuff, but they be on that indigenous
Oh
stuff.
no! Oh yeah, no, yeah. Those are pretendians, and when I say pretendian, I'm not saying pretending to be Indian. I'm saying they're pretending to be FBA. All right, that's worse. Yeah, they are not FBA at all. Not one genetic fiber in them. They are 100% either West Indian or African.
Yeah,
So
they ain't really have much like they didn't really have no sources. They would say stuff like it's like
Like, show it to me then. That's why I said, like, can you pull it up?
Nah, hey, yes.
It's like, yeah, you got to go do your research.
Yep,
I'm like,
yep.
all right.
So look, so they are Indian, but they're West Indian. They're not American Indian. They're West Indian, and they're the Arawak people. But none of those guys that talk like that are FBA. They come over here and I wipe the floor with them, like I did the old guy.
Yeah, you do, man. I've been listening to you since, like, man, I want to say around this time last year.
All right, yes, sir.
Yeah, so Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, but
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. Like, you know, what was going on around? I think the boycotts and stuff was going on.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
I think that's the African boycott.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay,
like
yeah. Oh, they were mad at that.
Yeah, man. Somehow you popped up on my feed, and I've been on your platform ever since, man. I even donated. I even looked out.
I appreciate you, man. I definitely appreciate the donation, and trust me, I put it to good. I put it towards good use. You best believe that.
Nah, I feel even if you did, I would. Once it's going out of my hands, I can't tell you.
Nah, hey, bro, I pay for Suno, I pay for Premium YouTube, I pay for ChatGPT, I pay for like 3 different AIs. Trust me, that ain't touch my personal pocket at all. I pay for Zoom. You did that. That's a monthly. Yeah. So when people donate to me, like a lot of bills get, and then I got 2 lines right now. I'm using one phone. I'm on TikTok. The other phone I'm on YouTube Live right now. So I'm paying 2 lines. So before I even touch my personal pocket, it's handling bills. That's all. So I appreciate you helping me pay a TikTok, a YouTube bill. Thank you, brother.
No problem, man. Hey, you been spending that knowledge, man, for real. And I've been listening. I'm like, I can rock with what you're saying. And like, when I called you the other day, like a couple of days ago, I came up and I was just saying like how you like we gatekeeping black. Like a lot of people are so easy to like
I remember
and give it up. Yeah, I'm like, man, why is people like just saying like, man, we need to drop black, yo, forget black.
And now, bro, who does that sound like? Think about it. Think about the people who say that we gotta drop black. That sounds like the people who are not black who can't cosplay.
Yeah.
Like, what advantage would an actual FBA have by saying we got, bro? Anybody you know that's 100% FBA. That's not even an argument, right? Who the hell saying I ain't black? Like, we got songs about how we black and proud and black and beautiful, black family, all type, black this, black that. Nah, we ain't gonna say black no more. We gonna say Arawak, or we gonna say the Moors. Like, man, get all of them guys, and I doubt all of them FBA.
Yeah, one of them dude, he was just saying it more so like it's been like everybody using it, and I could agree with that. You know, I'm like, yeah, everybody using it don't mean we gotta drop it. We drop them from it. You know?
I mean, yeah, I'm saying, well, everybody using American. You no longer American. Like that logic is silly. Everybody say they're a man. Are you not a man now? Like everybody can use something. That means like that's called a license, right? So now they got an unauthentic license. The white team man gave them this racial license to use black, but they ain't got a license to use black as an ethnic culture or for solidarity purposes. No, the racial class system itself was developed for white people to keep track on everybody in the world. So it was easier to group everybody up in racial categories, social constructs. So white people group people up for their own consensus purposes, for their own tabs, own surveillance. It was not to group you up to become one, you dig, to be a one fighting unit. That was not why it was done. White people agenda was not to group everybody up so they can fight against white people. Like, they grouped you up for their own convenience. And that's why all of us are considered black racially by white people, but ain't none of them linking up with us for solidarity. And that's why we delineating now. Like, it's over. You had your chance.
You can tell they did it like that because they're not white skin-wise. So why is they calling it white? There's some type of something behind that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But then you got a dark Arab who can be white.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And they classify themselves as white. White.
Yeah, but how about this? How about this issue? You got an Asian who's Chinese, light as snow. You got an Asian who's Indian, who's darker than me and you.
Yeah.
And look, no chinky eyes, none of the phenotypes of a Chinese person, but both of them are considered Asian. It's like, yo, what's the connection?
it's a caste. It's like they want us at the bottom. Basically.
Right. The racial construct was to keep tabs on everybody, surveillance, provide a consensus to keep the hierarchy where it's at, but it was never designed for solidarity. And look, Africans know that. That's why they can't get along with the next tribe. But they come over here because we're a people who's always trying to I gotta teach some chemistry over here because I gotta show you about chemical bonds, like how certain atoms is naturally bonded, right? So I gotta go into that analogy, like chemistry. But anyway, we're the people who naturally chemically bond, right? What Africans and West Indians did, they used that cosplay to come over here and say, hey, they're black too. And then our natural chemical bond nature is to grab them with us. You dig? But guess what? When an atom don't need an atom no more, they reject it. They kick it out. So that's what we're doing, because with too many protons, too many it becomes toxic. The atom becomes toxic and it explodes. So that's what's going on with us. Yeah, I gotta break all that stuff down at chemistry stuff. I gotta do that.
Yeah, and I've seen some. I be all on YouTube, man. But do you know the Sister Brooke girl?
Yeah, that sister that was on the Dirty Rapper crew. Yeah.
Yeah, I be following her and stuff. She had dropped something the other day about Garvey. And, what he saw, it was like I guess I don't know what he saw when he came over. He was just talking about how we weren't nothing like where he came from, basically.
Right.
You know? Like, we were doing way better than when he came over here. He saw it. He was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Basically, like, we got to get on the time these Negroes.
Right.
So yeah, that was
yeah. She's good, and that Friedman brother that was there with her, that was going on. He's good too. See, like those are people that I would share a stage with, but I don't share just because somebody got a lot of views and whatever. Don't mean I'm gonna sit there with them. Like, you got to be educated. Like, if you're not educated about our history, I can't sit down with you.
I feel you shouldn't, because you know too much.
Right, and it won't be appreciated, but they have it, and they're gonna clout chase. Hey, let me say something. Let me talk. Ain't nothing to say. I covered everything. Ain't nothing to say.
That's all I wanted, man. I'm at work right now. I'll keep on listening to you till I get off of work. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably hop back on and just try to join the conversation.
All right, I appreciate you. Yeah, so the folks I like to talk to is her, that Friedman brother, Tariq, Dennis Sperling, and Dan.
Yeah, I'll be listening.
And Dan, like, just off the top, like, those are the people who I would like to build with on some things. Like, before anybody else.
I could get you on a platform with somebody, something I could do, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I be wanting people to know what you know.
Right.
And again, I be trying to, like, I had to tell them other guys, like, no, I don't look at black as a color. Like, I look at black, we look at black different. Like, that's our cultural. Like,
right. We ain't never see it as a color, because if black was, I mean, how many colors are black? Like, black is black, right? So
I'm not black.
Right. None of us, the average FBA ain't nowhere. Yeah, our dark skin is nowhere near African dark skin. Like, we don't understand that. And there's nothing wrong with dark skin. Like, the people that's dark, that's a nice color. You feel me? That's a beautiful color. You rocking it right. But what I'm saying is, I got gas the other day, man. The dude was dark as his shirt. Like, we don't look like that. Like, if you find one FBA, hey, good luck. But so we call dark skin ain't that dark, and that's the point about white supremacy. Because they call each other dark too, dark, tall, dark, and handsome. But that dude ain't our dark, and we ain't the African dark. So dark is subjective depending on the group that's talking about it.
It is, man. How they even saying black? Like, how you using it? And most of the time, they using it as a color,
right?
As like racial. You know,
that's it. They only can use it that way. They can never use it as a ethnic, political, culture sense. They can never do that.
You put me on, like, we use it as a proper noun.
Yeah, big
like,
B.
Big B. Like, when old boy Divine said that, I was like, yeah, I didn't heard that. All right.
Oh, no, he got that 100% from me. I made that up, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get that from nowhere. Like, my analogies, I make up analogies all the time, and that was one of them.
Yeah, and I heard that. I'm like, yeah, I've been listening to you. And you said that right around the time I started listening to you.
And I said that over a year ago, bro. I stopped saying it because I go to X and M into them now. And
yeah,
with that. I'm like, dang, that's real. Because I'm like, we really don't care what people say, like how they use it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we say it and how we put it out there.
And that's all that matters because we made it lit. When white people, like for example, the racialized context of it, white people made it up. The descriptor connotation, white people, because they went around saying dark is ugly and dark need to be enslaved. So that's what it meant. Dark or black skin was synonymous with a slave. And that's why if you were called that, you were enslaved. But there was dark people who were not called Negro. And then guess what? They don't have no enslavement history, like the Moors and the Arabs. They were dark, but they were never called Negro.
So I've been doing my genealogy. I know you say we started calling ourselves black like later, like 1930s and stuff. But when I look at the census records and stuff, I see black, but that's an exonym, right?
Yeah. Okay, that meant slave, right? When white people put black, because it didn't come from us, it came from them. But like they were describing how you look. They wasn't talking about your culture.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely wasn't. Like we really had the opportunity to even do the things we.
And the thing is, don't forget the best point of reference is Dr. King in 1967. He broke down what black always meant when you apply it to human beings. Ugly, this, ugly, that, ugly, right. And then what'd he do? He said, he basically said, but we are redefining it. And now it means beautiful and proudness and greatness and excellence. So he said it right there in 67. Like black was never tossed around as something respectful and dignity, right? It was always how you can't get right. Like you deserve your unfortunate.
You're right. You still playing videos?
Yeah, once you hang out, I'm gonna finish the foundational video. Then I'm gonna cook on Dane Calloway. That one I gotta give commentary to.
Yeah, that Dane Calloway, something else, man. I want to hear what you gotta say.
Well, so far he doesn't know history because he misrepresented Frederick Douglass and the ACS. Like he doesn't like he a guy that he comes off when you're that bad with research, like that's not a mistake. So it's a habit. So when he did that means he just read headlines and he stopped and just repeated. Like he don't read the full story. I could tell.
Do he care about the ethnogenesis we had? Like do they?
I think he would consider that. But what I'm saying is researchers don't make simple mistakes because remember, there's a methodology to research. So now that methodology you apply it across the board, no matter if you're studying religion, science, whatever you study, and you're going to apply that methodology. Now, if you don't apply that methodology, that means you're applying bad habits. So if you make that bad habit in science, you'll make it in history. You'll make it. You'll make it everywhere you go. You'll make that bad habit.
Yeah.
So for him to not understand Frederick Douglass' stance against Pan-Africanism just lets me know like his methodology he don't have one. He just got bad habits.
You said Harriet Tubman ain't real.
Oh yeah, hey bro, I can't wait to play his videos and do reaction on those. I can't wait to hysterically laugh at his so-called evidence and proof. I know it's all BS. See logically, if you look at that's all he can do. See logically, if you look at this year and look at that year, how she was real. Like he gonna do stuff like that. I could tell. And like no real scholarship. I could tell before I even watch one video. No real scholarship. It's gonna be. Think about it, family. Think about it.
And you showed a video this morning on your platform on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they had like some of them, like Dane. They had that other light skinned dude. He always popping up on my Facebook now. Just the algorithm.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, bro. Telling you, man.
Like what he got? I be listening to him. Like, I mean, it sound all right, but I'm like, I think they just want to be right on the indigenous part.
And look, and they could be right, but all I'm trying to establish, like, listen, how do you identify, right? And I want to know about your lineage. Now, if you're not claiming no enslavement, okay, then go do you. Like, why you worry about us? Like, we're FBA, we got slave lineage, we built the country. You didn't. You dig? Like, you got dominated, and you got subdued. Go ahead.
I think it's just they don't like us saying like. They make it seem like we saying
we start off with slavery.
No,
or
but no,
something.
it doesn't matter because all that matters is were you part of an ethnogenesis? And if they say yes, I need to explain it.
Yeah.
Right. And if you have trouble explaining it, you're not us. So therefore, I don't care what you say. And like,
I think I let them get to me a little bit, man.
yeah. So all I need is one of the a few called in. It didn't go well, man. And I spent the whole week and a half calling them out, and not one showed up. It's like, all right, well then be quiet then. Like, stop all this loud talk in these loud rooms. Yeah, they said this. They said this on a live. I was on a panel with them. They said this. They said the Liberians were not free blacks. They were actually indigenous people voluntarily going to Liberia to build it up. I'm like, please, as a dude, I'm like, please, but but he's on TikTok. They on TikTok all day long. They don't work nothing. So I'm like, yo, you got time? Come over here. Let's talk about what you said about Liberia.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know about that. Like, you put me on the Liberia and stuff too. I don't really know too much about Liberia.
Most people don't, and I know those folks don't either. Again, they cherry pick stuff. They read stuff. If it sounds like it supports them, they'll take that and throw it and disregard everything else.
What's the other place they said we went to?
Sierra Leone. Okay, now okay, that's a lot. Like when they say that, the only two places you can really name that we went in significant numbers are Haiti and Liberia. Sierra Leone offered. It offered. There's the difference from offering and us actually going. Okay. Because Martin Robinson Delaney went and he came right back to America and said, "The hell with that," and he fought because he was one of the early Pan-Africans. So he went over there because he didn't want to go to Liberia because Liberia is founded by and funded by white supremacists. So he went to Sierra Leone instead. I'm gonna go over here. He went over there, seen them dudes eating cats and dogs. Man, that dude came right back over here and fought in the Civil War and bled for this country and became a happy American. He ain't never go back. And that's it. So look, one of the founders of Pan-African went there, came back. Their second leader, Marcus Garvey, never went. And then Umar went there, came back. So like, it ain't looking good for Pan-Africanism. None of them actually go and stay.
I grew up like in a Christian home. My mom, my aunts and stuff, Christian. So me, I kind of swayed away from it growing up. You know what I'm saying? Getting a little older, I'm like, man, I don't know about this. Like, I don't know about, you know what I'm saying? Like just religion and stuff. I'm like, see my mom and them like telling me about the Christianity and stuff, and they ain't practicing the way it's supposed to. Hold on, it's a loud motorcycle going by me. Hold on, man. This dude, I'll pull out right beside him.
I can't stand those dudes in traffic, man. The big trucks and stuff.
But he want to talk to me. I'm in my UPS truck. I'm gonna holler at you though, bro.
All right, go ahead, bro. Thank you for calling in. All right. Anybody else, invite yourself up, man. Just give me a second to let you in because I gotta finish some of this video.
Got in common is oppression. Well, I get judged by the white man the same way you get judged by the white man. If immigration is going to get me, you're going to be next. It's always some shit that's going to happen to us. Everything is something bad. You know, they want us to join in with them when something fucked up is happening. You are next. ICE is going to get us, but you are next. No, we ain't. And that's the problem. That's what they don't like. The fact that we ain't next. The fact that we ain't, because now they're getting targeted because they sat up here playing this game with themselves, talking about how the white people love them, yeah, how they are special and they wet hide, and all the white people respect them, yeah, and they are not lazy, and they are not katas, and they get up and they have 7 jobs, yeah, and they go out of their way to have dignity, and we don't. We're just a bunch of lazy baby mamas, and all we do is have babies, and we're gangbangers, and the white people like them, and we can learn from them and learn how to be thorough. They told us, and they got a country to go back to if things get hot. That's like the caller who called up early. They love doing that. Listen, nigga, I have a country to go home to if you have nowhere to go. Well, this is our homeland and we ain't running nowhere. And the thing is, y'all talk all that stuff about how much the white people love you and all that. But when it's time for you to go home, when they put that ankle monitor on your ass, boy, you don't seem like you're ready to go home, do you? When they put that ankle monitor on you, you standing at the border crying bloody, you crying your eyes out. Sitting there in your church shoes and that beeping. Oh, wait, hold on. What is this shit? Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't send me. Don't send me. Why did you send me back? I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I want to go back to America with the Akata. Get me back. I don't want to be here. I won't give me the inner tube. I'll blow it up myself. I don't want to be here, nigga. I don't want more bushmeat, please. So yeah, you crying bloody murder when you get sent back with that ankle monitor. All right, I love TikTok Shop. I love TikTok Shop. Oh, man, shout out to everybody in here. Y'all tap the hearts. We got 230,000 hearts, family. Let's get 300,000 hearts. Can y'all tap the screen and we get 300,000 hearts? That'll be phenomenal. I need everybody to tap that screen and let's get 300,000 hearts, ladies and gentlemen. Tap that screen. All right. I love TikTok Shop. Don't y'all love TikTok Shop? I love TikTok Shop. All right, let me see who we got. Let's get those hands up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for the cards and the gifts. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Let me see who we got. Let's get those hands up, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see who we got. Let me see, Miss Moochie. What's up, Miss Moochie? Let me get some. I'm just getting random people. I'm seeing new faces in here. Miss Moochie, what's up, Moochie?
Hi. Hey.
How you doing, dear?
I'm good. How you doing?
I am good. Well, where you from, Miss Moochie?
I'm from Plainfield, New Jersey.
Shout out to New Jersey. So what's on your mind, dear?
Well, I was just gonna talk about one. There was two things I wanted to mention.
Okay.
Like one was when you were talking about, I am right now. I'm not working. I'm like working self-employed. But
Okay.
I was looking for a home health, another home health agency to go to, because I'm a home health aide.
Okay.
And next thing you know, this African people, they pop up out of nowhere and they contacted my mother. And my mother told me, and I had no idea these people. I had no idea this agency even existed. And I called them. Her name was Princess.
Oh, wow.
And all this stuff, and it was just very interesting. I mean, I never even got there yet, but it's like I just have my head on watching. Like, okay, be aware,
Okay.
because I don't know what I'm getting myself into. And if anything else, I was just gonna mention. Oh my gosh, I forgot half what I was gonna say.
Oh, that's all right.
Anything?
Thank you, dear, because I'm a little confused, to be honest. Shout out to Moochie. I'm kind of confused, but shout out to her. I'm a little confused, but it's okay. Oh, I kind of get where she's coming from, but I don't know. I'm a little confused. Shout out to Miss Moochie. Respect to you, beloved. Respect to you. Let me see who we got. Let me see. Raise your hands. Let me get your hands in here. Y'all raise your hands. Raise your hands. Let me get y'all in here. All right. Let's get Rebe, whatever your name, Riri. Let's get Riri. Riri, make a formal request because your account is kind of janky and I can't bring you up that way. So Miss Riri, if y'all want to get in, if you raise your hand, also make a formal request to get up so I can bring you up much faster. That'll be great. Let's try Honey Simone. Honey Simone.
Hi, Mr. Nasheed. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Honey Simone. How are you?
I'm well, and yourself. How are you?
I'm phenomenal. Honey Simone, what city are you in?
I am in Los Angeles, like you, sir. I haven't
Yes.
made it to your museum, but I definitely plan on doing it this weekend.
Love it.
Huge fan. A whole family's fan of you. I came up here because I wanted to ask if I can get your active email. I did email you. I'm reaching out to you. I know you have nothing to do with you're not a firm or anything like that, but I was just wondering who is out, especially in this workforce. You know, I tried to contact the Cochran firm. I couldn't get no help. I'm in a legal battle with a public entity, and I could really use some help because it's a civil rights violation. My civil rights have been violated. It has cost me a lot of pain, and I just wanted to know if you could help me, sir.
Well, yeah, send me an email. Send me my email is info@tariq.la. Send me an email and let me know what's going on, and we'll chop it up. We'll chop it up. Ree, what's up, Ree?
Hi, Tariq.
How you doing, Ree?
I'm good. Oh my God, I'm so excited to be talking to you.
Hello, caller, what's up? Caller. Hello, you're on the call. Was that a mistake? Okay. Look like you hopped on by mistake. Okay, no problem. I'll drop you back now.
Yes, indeed. How you doing? What you over there doing? Stirring some some potato salad? What you over there stirring?
Hey, yo, listen. If the old guy's still there trolling, my guy, invite yourself back up. I'm gonna show you not my level on nothing in life. Okay? So invite yourself back up, and I'm gonna give you like a minute to go. I'm gonna go, you go. Let's go back and forth. Because he been in chat trolling, like he's on my level when it comes to education. Like, dude, I don't take you. Come on, man. I'm about to run circles around you. Okay? So invite yourself back up. And I try to save you. Because I'm not into bullying. But you trolling a little too much. So I gotta make you an example. Invite yourself back up.
No, that's Yancey, I think. Yancey.
Oh, okay. I'm like, somebody's over there stirring something. What's on your mind, dear?
No, I actually requested that because that African had said that jambalaya was African. And my dad's Creole, and I've been going to Louisiana my entire life on the bayou, Cane River, to visit my great-grandmother right off the bayou. And never in the history of all my visits there has she ever mentioned Africa or Haiti.
Yeah.
We have our entire family cemetery there. I visit my great-grandmother there. She used to take us to visit the plantations. We used to sleep right in her little shack in the living room with all my cousins.
Oh, yeah.
And they never, ever, she never ever said anything about Africa or Haiti or anything when she was making our jambalaya or making our gumbo.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is why FBA works, right? Because when we hear when they say things like this, we know it's not true because of our experiences.
Right. And yeah, and thank you for the call, dear. Yeah, the food just don't taste the damn same. Shit, that's the proof right there. It don't taste the same. They always say gumbo comes from a goosey nigga. No, it don't taste the same. I'm sorry. Yeah, we prepare things a completely different way, and that's okay. You got your shit, we got ours. But yeah, we're not gonna sit here and act like it's the same shit. It ain't. Yeah. Damn. You use okra. We use okra in like a few dishes. We don't really use a lot of okra. We might use it in gumbo. We might have fried okra here and there, but we don't really use a lot of okra in our dishes. Yeah. Damn. Boy, these people. Yancey, what's up, Yancey?
Yo, what's up, Flex?
How are you, Yance?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
Yo, I just wanted to point out, like, when that last tether come in with, like, the tether mindset, when you break it down, it's really sick. Yeah. Like, they come with that fake unity talk, trying to make us Pan-African. And when you start breaking them down and show the flaws in the argument, they get frustrated and then they just start disparaging FBA as a lineage.
Right.
And I'll say this one thing and then I'll land my explain. You know, it reminds me of the end of The Color Purple. You know, like when Miss Seeley told Mister that leaving, frustrated because he don't have a reason for her to stay. So what did he do? He just started throwing a bunch of insults. You know, you're ugly, you're black, ain't nobody gonna want you. It's like how the tethers talk about us. Y'all are slaves, y'all have no culture. So it's just a manipulation tactic, and they think they can, if they name call and bully us like we're a rival tribe, we will just submit to them. So that's just what I wanted to point out.
Facts, big fact. Yeah. Because listen, the fact that any of them have an issue with us identifying as foundational Black Americans, that's already hostile. And then what they'll try to do, they'll try to pretend that we're different. I'm not talking about Black Americans. I'm just talking about FBA. So they try that little feeble attempt of breaking us up into little subgroups, which we're not. When we say foundational Black American, we're talking about 50 million Black Americans who have lineages that are non-immigrant. That's all we're talking about. There ain't no separation. And if you let them keep talking because you keep poking holes in their argument, then the truth will come on out. Well, you're just a bunch of Akadas and slaves and baby mamas and on crack. And then they start talking that bullshit. Yeah? And you will never measure up to the white man. That's what I kind of like that, because when you get the tethers frustrated, they just start telling the truth. They just start letting you know how they really feel. Them little peppercorn edges and them temples get to throbbing, and then they just start really letting you know how they feel. They just get tired of lying and just let it all hang out. Good. Let us know how you really feel, Dudu Tunde. All right. That's what delineation is about right there. That makes people want to delineate even more. All right. Man. Let me see. All right, let's get Brother Abe.
Is this the guy? Hideous guy? Hideous. Go ahead, man. Break it down, bro. Go in, man. Yo. He's back up in. Hello? Are you asleep? I think he went to sleep. Hello? Yeah, we hear you. Whatever.
Abraham. Let's get Abraham X in here. Abraham. All right, Abraham X in the building. And then we get Bo. All right, Abraham.
What's going on?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Good. I'm a big fan of yours. You know what I mean? But I have a couple of questions. You know,
Go ahead.
how do you feel about Haiti? And because I know you produce one of those movies. And,
1804, right? 1804.
Yeah. So how you feel about Haiti right now?
Hey, I wish them the best. I would like for them to get it together over there. I'd like for them to just everybody get on code and get it stabilized over there so they can build it up. So yeah, I wish them the best. But what I don't, but when cats come over here and start talking about, yeah, you done fled from your homeland and didn't build it up, and then you got the nerve to come over here and start talking about dirty Black Americans, we got a problem.
I mean, I disagree with that's just I heard about that, but I disagree about them. But I said Haitians, we not the ones start trouble. Even we never was. Only thing we do is just got independence and liberate countries around the world. It's our history, but we not known for attacking other, Black. You know what I mean? You understand?
Okay, let me stop you right there, bro. Your Haitians are not another Black. You're just Haitian, my guy. There's no other Black. There are foundation Black Americans, and that's it. Ain't no other Blacks. Stick to your Haitian narrative, my guy.
You're Haitian, so you're Haitian, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. How long your family been over here from Haiti?
So you see, Tariq called him out. He talked that Haitian stuff. I mean, he talked that Black stuff, and Tariq said, "You're Haitian, right?" Yeah, I'm Haitian. You just said you were Black. Yeah, how can Black people take off their Blackness? Hey, we're only Black. We can't take it off and be something else. We're only Black. He's Black, then he's Haitian, then he's Black, then he's back Black. Eritrean is Black, now they not. Indian's Black, then they don't. Kamala Harris black, then she's not. If you can take off your black, and all I mean by that, if you can be called by something else other than black, if your country is named something other than black, if your flag name is something other than black, you're not black.
My dad been since the 50s.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. Again, I speak for myself. I don't have a problem with Haiti. Again, the history of Haiti with Dessalines, I love what Dessalines did. That was one of my idols. The way he got down, the way he put belt to ass, I can't do nothing but respect that. So I want people to get back into that spirit. But what we can't have people come over here from places like Haiti and then feel like they have the nerve to talk shit when they get here and then try to rewrite history and try to tell us that, well, everybody in New Orleans is really Haitian and this time y'all didn't get y'all freedom because we helped y'all get there.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about a little more about that. The Louisiana Purchase, right? When we defeat the French, Napoleon sell that land to the United States, make the United States more bigger. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, that happened, but that in Haiti, what they're trying to make it seem like Haiti put the money up or something like that. No, there was a secondary. Listen, I know the history very well. There was a secondary consequence because of the war. Napoleon's money was funny, so he sold the Louisiana Territory to the United States. That made the U.S. bigger. Here's what y'all keep leaving out. That didn't help us. What happened? It expanded slavery even more. That extended and expanded slavery. So that really wasn't a come up for us. All right. So we got to put all of that in the right context.
We didn't benefit.
So all right, I agree. But we didn't know it's gonna extending slavery at the time.
Well, they didn't know he was going to sell it They didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
They didn't know that. So that wasn't anything that they actually directly controlled. That was just a consequence of the war. So that was a secondary action that the Haitian people didn't really orchestrate themselves. You understand? That was just a consequence of another action.
Sir.
So they try to act like they coordinated it and made the deal themselves, and that's where it becomes a little disingenuous. But go ahead.
The other question I want to ask you: how you feel about Will Smith playing the Civil War hero and speaking Creole at that movie? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that movie. I forgot the name of it. And from what I understand, the guy wasn't really Haitian, but they made him Haitian for that movie because they wanted to kind of give him an accent or some shit. But yeah, that guy, because I've been down there to that plantation. I filmed down there where the 1811 rebellion happened. So some people are saying that there's no evidence that the guy was actually Haitian. Just like with Dusable, who they say discovered
Chicago. Yeah.
There's no document saying that man is Haitian or he's from Saint Domingue. They just kind of assume because he was a black person.
He's Haitian. Yeah, I can confirm that.
There's no, you can't because there are no documents.
Right.
There is no documents of him going back to Saint Domingue. None.
I'm gonna send it. Do you have an email? I'll send it to you.
Yes. Send me a document of him being from Haiti, because some people saying that he was.
I don't even know why Tariq Nasheed even entertained that. There is no evidence that the founder of Chicago. Well, first of all, there's no founder of Chicago. That's even stretched. But whatever their claim is about Chicago, because nobody, whoever that guy is, he didn't found Chicago. All right, but there's no evidence that he's Haitian. Zero. So it's just folklore. There's no overwhelming proof. Like, get up out of here.
France controlled a lot of the Midwest, like St. Louis and all that, Louisville, Kentucky, Detroit, all of that stuff. Detroit is a French word. So they controlled a lot of that area. So a lot of black people who spoke French, there's some people who historically would try to just make them Haitian. And a lot of Haitians do that. Anything French, they'll try to make it synonymous with Haiti. And that's not necessarily the case. But anyway, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. All right. Yeah, that's another Jedi mind trick.
Thank
Anything
you for the
that's
gifts and flowers, whatever y'all sending me. Thank you.
French.
All right, let me get back to Dan Calloway. And Dan Calloway. Where Dan Calloway?
He know he full of shit. And Harriet Tubman said, Harriet Tubman said, look it up. This fool ain't do a drop of research on his own family and got the nerve to tell you history. He remind me of them old school. He remind me, not old, well, I guess in a way, yeah, it is old school. He remind me of them folks that was coming up in the 70s, right? That was trying too hard to get women's attention, and they wasn't paying his ass no mind because they read right through his ass. He had to change his whole identity. He had to change his whole name to get rid of his old self in order to become who he is right now. Somebody gonna be like, but Dane, everybody changed. All right. Yeah, I guess so. He FBA now. He was Pan-African. No. We're indigenous to this land, but we still came from Africa.
So Dan Calloway, I should say Dan Carwash. But Dan Calloway believes Tariq is a Pan-African because he said he got African ancestry. Wow. Talk about a reach.
I got the clips of how he progressively stretched his grift, moved his grift from Pan-Africanism to African American, ADOS, to now his little movement, FBA. It's not even a movement. It's an abbreviation. And people got behind it as if it has anything to do with lineage.
Hey, family. Did this dude, Dan Calloway, just say FBA is an abbreviation? Okay. I'm going to rewind it back. This is why if we don't call for you or we didn't send for you, don't come. Okay? I keep telling you guys, smart people can play dumb, but dumb people can't play smart. Okay? Did Dane Calloway just say FBA was an abbreviation? Hey, Bob, rewind that for us. Play that clip one time, Bob.
To African American, ADOS, to now his little movement, FBA. It's not even a movement. It's an abbreviation. And people got behind it as if it has.
The dude, Dan Calloway, said FBA is an abbreviation. This is the problem. Now, the brother, when you called in, I said research methodology. I said there are some mistakes you don't make, but there's other mistakes that can be made. When it comes to research, when it comes to grammar, if you study linguistics and grammar, you're not going to confuse an adjective with a noun. Dan Calloway, FBA is an abbreviation. I mean, I have nothing nice to say about him. Remedial, my guy, Remedial Calloway. It's an acronym. That means each letter stands for something. Each letter stands for a whole word. Foundational Black American. Like, I know Young Pharaoh going through his stuff, but Young Pharaoh wasn't the brightest star either. And this is wild. Like, this is probably something worse than Young Pharaoh did. FBA, he said, is an abbreviation. Oh boy. Family, if we didn't send for you, please don't come for us. This dude was not on my radar at all, not in the remote sense. But I gotta focus my attention on this guy. FBA is an abbreviation. Lord.
Anything to do with lineage. And not one time did you hear him speak about his family's heritage in full. Put it up on screen, put one of his family members, and I'm speaking
Why would you
because
want somebody to put their whole entire family on the internet? Somebody who's got the status of Tariq Nasheed. Why would Tariq Nasheed, out of all people, put anything personal on the internet? Well, all the people who don't like him. Like, they want to dox him. They want to know his relatives. They want to harass people, bully people. These are weirdos, man. We want to see his public record so we can start auditing him. Yeah, these guys are sick, man. Sick.
I did this already. Put it up on screen, put his family members up on screen. You heard from my mother. Some of y'all heard from my father. Some of y'all heard from my sister.
Wait, that's not putting your record on screen. That's putting people on screen who said they're your mother, who said they're your sister. We don't know that. I can link up with some people and say, "You're my brother, right?" "Yeah, you're my brother." They're like, "But what's the point of a remedial Callaway?" This is more impressive. We don't want to know your sister and brother and your mother. We want to know who in your city can validate who you say you are, who you say you were. Okay? Let's see high school pictures. Let's see what you got voted in for. Because, by the way, your boy, Unbiased Ron, yeah, me, I was voted in my yearbook. You dig? You ain't voted in, nobody know you. I was voted in my yearbook. Were you? Were you? I actually got my picture still. Got on my hard drive. You dig? But yeah, but again, like I can like a lot of people who went to my school, that know me from the city, they are podcasters too. You dig? But we want to know who from your city can validate you and tell those stories. Not somebody coming on freeway saying, "Yeah, I'm his pappy." If you're gonna go there, do it the right way.
Y'all heard from my wife. Y'all heard from my children. I ain't got nothing to hide, but somebody do. Somebody do. I wonder why.
David Walker rejected it. All of these. Look up. He had the David Walker's appeal to the colored citizens of the world. They said, "Hey, we can use the word color. The people." They were explicitly changing the names. They started changing the names of churches. They would change the name of schools from African to colored. They were like, "Hey, don't call us African. We are not African. No disrespect, but this is our land."
You ain't never hear him speak like this 2-3 years ago, bruh. And this is for now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm flattered to hear that. And this, I haven't watched his stuff ever since we knocked heads. And matter of fact, I wasn't even watching his stuff then. He was watching me the entire time, taking notes, because I could hear it. So now he getting a little comfortable with what he got to say. Because at first I was leaning on him like, you can't even tell people about that. You don't know the history of it. So now he done took a few notes, watched a few videos, and he regurgitating what he see. He won't ever be able to pull it up. He ain't no researcher. Y'all giving him too much credit.
We've always stood on lineage business. We knew then.
Dane, I saw you put him in check. Yeah, hell yeah. He knew I put him in check. That's why he stopped responding. He knew immediately when to shut up. He put out his video, and his video did like 50, 60,000. Mine did over 200K. He shut right up. I ain't heard from him since. And he was a ghost.
We're not guest here. We are the.
That sounds like you got clout. This dude said he did a video about me and did 56K. I did a video about him. I did 250 something thousand. Hey, bro, that sounds like he did a video about you and nobody cared. And you did a video about him and everybody cared. So now you want to do it again. You dig? And you want him to respond to you. No, the smart thing is to ignore you. We don't want you to get 250K again. We want you to stay in your lane. Okay? We want you to get the remedial Callaway numbers. Those numbers. Stick with your numbers. And that's crazy. Like, he just said it. Yeah, he just admitted when he talks about Tariq Nasheed, he gets 6 digits. But when he doesn't, he get 5 digits. Dude, that didn't hit the same. You talk about Tariq, you did 6 figures because everybody wants to know What's up with Tariq? Tariq did 5 digits because nobody cares. I didn't even know who you were. Like when Tariq did the whole puppet on this guy, I had no idea who the puppet was about. I'm just chuckling because it was funny. I had no idea who this dude was. I learned from the conscious community who this dude was. So the whole time Tariq was clowning him, I had no idea who he's clowning. I was trying to figure out like who the hell is he clowning? It was just funny. I just laughed, but I had no idea it was this guy. As a matter of fact, when somebody had his picture up, I thought the picture was fake. I didn't know my man really looked like that. Yo, why did he and what's the other weirdo? Yo, why does he and what's the other weirdo who's obsessed with Tariq Nasheed? Afro Think Tank. Hey, yeah, I think Afro Think Tank and Remedial Calloway, Afro Stink Tank and Remedial Calloway, I think they're related, bro. They look similarly alike. Dane Calloway and Afro Stink Tank looks very similar. Just like Vic Mensa and the leader of the Black Panther Party, who changed the name to the Black Lion Party, they look the same. Vic Mensa and that cosplaying Black Panther leader look like double twins, double gum twins. Vic Mensa, and y'all remember that cosplaying Black Panther guy? They look almost identical, double mint twins. Dane Calloway and Afro Stink Tank almost look like double mint twins. Really? Really?
Real Americans.
Did not. I swear to God, if y'all type 13, I will go get the clip of mine that he literally just took this from. Listen.
We've always stood on lineage business. We knew then we're not guests here.
We're not guests here. Hold on. Y'all want me to do it? I'm gonna tell y'all, I told you this fool been listening to me. I find this hilarious though, bro. I really do find this hilarious. So I'm gonna go to my TikTok. I know y'all about to get on me on the 99 plus messages and 99 plus activity. I don't be on TikTok. I know I should be. But listen closely. Which one is it? Which one was it? Was it that? No, I think it was that. This is how you know it was us first. Because before it was considered reservations, what were they called? Concentration camps. Before concentration camps, they were called public labor camps.
Labor camp.
Did we see any Native Americans go through so-called slavery? Because that's the land that they're talking about. Were they on the plantations? No. These people are brand new. They just got here. And you can't trace Native American to American Indian by way of paperwork. That's a brand new term that just started in the 1970s. I put that out there too. The first time that you heard the term Native American was from the Native American Party, the Know Nothings, the third largest political party during the time period of the Federalists and the Whigs. They were fighting for rights then, as foreigners. So that's why I tell people to stop listening self-native, because that has nothing.
Wait, I know a little something about the Know Nothing Party. I don't recall them being indigenous or native. I recall those folks being white people. Yeah, I don't know, man. But he played Tariq, he played himself. I'm struggling to see what talking point that Tariq stole from him. I didn't find it.
Nothing to do with you. You're indigenous to this land. You're not a visitor. Okay.
You're indigenous to this land. You're not a visitor. Wait a minute. Actually, Tariq point made more sense. The actual word indigenous means you're not a visitor. So like the people who are indigenous, they're widely recognized as indigenous people. So who would confuse an indigenous person as a visitor? We're being confused as visitors. You dig? Like we got immigrants saying that Donald Trump is going to deport us too. Nobody's saying Donald Trump's going to deport indigenous Americans or Native Americans. What are you talking about? Like, yeah, so we're the forgotten Americans, where people act like we're immigrants here, we're guests. Yeah, so Tariq's made way more sense. Yeah, but how do you say the same thing? I mean, damn, so I can't say spaghetti? I can't say spaghetti because somebody in the chat said it first? Yeah, that was remedial and very petty. Yeah. So I can't say spaghetti because I wasn't the first to say spaghetti. Like, yeah. These guys, man, remedial. Remedial.
Wait, what'd he say again?
But this is our land. We've always stood on lineage business. We knew then we're not guests here. We are the real Americans.
He's looking at your stuff. He been looking at my stuff, y'all. This ain't nothing new. You ain't telling me nothing different. I been do that. I was calling.
Yeah, this dude said, Tariq said the words, we're not guests here. I guess he said we're not guests here. And somehow that means Tariq or anybody was looking at your stuff. Yeah, these guys want to be, dude, that's not enough. Yeah, that sounds like it was contextually true. If you said it, he said it. Like, what else? What are you supposed to say? Nah, stealing your stuff is like me when I break down exonym, ethnonym, and endonym. Now, am I the first person to say those words? No. They can be applied. People can use those words. But it's the way I break them down and the context. I'm talking about lineage. I'm talking about who's black and who ain't. So when I break down exonym, endonym, and all that stuff with who's black, then I go into the Greek. The average person may define exonym, endonym, but they don't know how to break it down in Greek because they don't read and write Greek like I do. So that'd be odd for somebody to say exonym and say ex-os onym. It's like, well, you clearly have some Greek training, the way you broke that down, the way you pronounce those words correctly. Because you would say exos. In Greek, when you learn Greek, you know it's an os, ex-os. Ex-os onym. They got the old thing, they got the omega too, but that is an os, ex-os onym. Anyway, like there's things I say, like I hate to say this, but little b, big B, little b, big B, I literally made that up. You can't find that example or analogy nowhere on earth. I made it up. So when the brother said, Divine said, big B, little B on, Daily Rapper Crew, that's me. I'm not mad because I'm glad that he's sharing information. And it sounded fly to hear that your information for one, and to know that you making sense. It ain't, you're not just ego tripping. People are appreciating your work and they're spreading. Just like I appreciate other folks' work and I spread their work. I borrow people's stuff too. Now I don't take your whole wordplay because teachers would say put in your own words. So I may listen to something somebody say, then I put in my own words. I make my own analogy out of it. Yeah, but the dude is reaching when he said, Tariq said guess here. I said guess here. He's watching my channel. Like, dude, that is how you critically think? That's terrible.
The reason why me and him bump heads is because he watched my documentary that I did on Bill Cosby and had the nerve to post all my research on his Twitter and gonna act like he about to come out with a documentary on Bill Cosby, and I called his ass out, and that's why we bumped heads. I wasn't watching your, where is it? It's on my website. You know where you got that from, and that's why he never came out with that doc, by the way. I called him out on this shit. Like, you're not gonna copy me and not gonna get me the credit for my research here. You're not gonna do that.
American than anybody because we stand on the principles of what America should be. You understand? So there was books and publications all over the United States saying, hey, that African shit, that's a pretext for these people trying to deport us. We're not foreigners.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, if he was talking like this during his little so-called Hidden Color series, nobody would have bought him. Nobody would have bought him. Let that sink in. That's how you know he wasn't talking like that back then, bro. Not like this.
Come on in here, FBAs. Come here, because we're going to talk about your folks.
I'ma just let this rock. This brother's name is help me. No name. Samuel C. I hope y'all right. Nah. It could be because they checking. I can tell they checking.
More extensive research into the Lucas Vasquez de Alian expedition. And in doing so, I was looking up even further into San Miguel de Guadape, and I already had all the information. But for the most part, I wanted to show y'all something about that 1526 y'all have on this damn flag. I've said this before, but I'm going to show you even further. Now, this comes from him. He has a link here to the originalpeople.org website about San Miguel de Guadape. That's his source that he utilized in order to talk about San Miguel de Guadape. Now, first of all, let's look at what this is. Yeah, this is not a trusted source site, okay? Originalpeople.org is not a .edu, it's not a .gov, it's not a book, it's not a newspaper, it's not a direct news source like a video source, it's nothing.
Hey, family, I'm really struggling to understand the point. What is the point? Please tell me.
But it also is very much so African, okay? Are you paying attention to me, FBAs? This is the source for him explaining why 1526 is the first time you niggas got here. Now, just real quick, I'm not going to go all the way through it, but I already showed you all that Lucas Vasquez de Alian in a 1651 book, and I also went back to the 1500s with the Peter Martyr de Angularia book, but he fetched slaves from the adjacent islands from the gold mines, the adjacent islands of Hispaniola. So he brought Indian slaves, or he took Indian slaves from islands and then brought them up to Chicora and Guadape, San Miguel de Guadape. Yeah, Guadape. That Guadape, okay? Which is really Wale, the Wale area, which is also in this same area.
Oh my God, this is plebiscite Babel, Wale, which is really the Wale area. It's really the rapper Wale. And Wale, if you say it slowly, it says well. So well, oh well, yeah. Farewell, yeah. What is this plebiscite Babel?
They talk about, because I showed y'all the Lucas Vasquez de Alian, heard the letter of Hernando de Soto talking about Lucas Vasquez de Alian, and they have Wale because they couldn't pronounce Wale, they called it Waldape. The only reason why Waldape, that word exists, is because the Spaniards, when you read this, could not.
Oh my God. Oh my God, let me hear the rest of this. This is hilarious.
Pronounce Wale, so they called it Waldape. That's the whole.
So they couldn't pronounce the easier version, Wale. So his logic is they cannot pronounce Wale, but they can say well degape. What? That's harder. It makes more sense. That's a kid can't pronounce grandma, so they say gamma, gamma, dama. How does a kid can't pronounce grandmother, but he can say grand supreme wisdom mother? It's like, how do they pronounce the harder word? Like, if they couldn't pronounce Wale, so what they did was they said wop bop buddha up Wale got a bay. How do they pronounce the harder word, but cannot pronounce the easier word? That's crazy. I got to stop with this babble, man. This is called babble. This is babble. Plebiscite babble.
basis of his whole argument of bringing the first black people to the shores. And it's based off of a fucking Pan-African website. Are y'all okay out there, FBA? Let's look even further, because this gets even more asinine, because I'm okay with it being on a Pan-African website if it has correct information. Just because it's on a Pan-African website doesn't mean I'm going to discount it. But let's go further. Now, throughout my entire documentary, or not throughout the entire, but through the part of the documentary where I talk about the Lucas Vasquez de Alian expedition, I go through almost three primary source books from the 1500s, along with the 1600 book and other books after that, which all talk about Indian slaves. I even show another video of another documentary done by somebody else in recent times, where he talked about many of them being Indian slaves. Now, people do start talking about African slaves, but that's with modern sources, and modern sources are not primary sources. They could be lies, because the primary sources should show Africans, but they don't. So when you go here, it says the first enslaved Africans brought by the settlers.
Oh my God, the slaves were Indian. Oh my God, and the slave trade was backwards. I get it. Indian slaves. We're foundational Indian Americans. My God, we're American Indians are slaves. We're AIOS. We're AIOS. AIOS. A-E-I-O-U-U-S. We're A-E-I-O-U-U. Come on, it. They got to do all this breakdown to end up nowhere. See, and the Gape, and see, I got old sources that's primary that they were Indian slaves, right? And Indian slavery history today is modern, really. Yeah, I got primary accounts by the slaves themselves. Now, what you got better than that, my guy? I got slaves themselves, their diaries, telling you who sold them and who bought them. Okay, stop it, man. This is goofy talk.
Like was with Lucas Vasquez de Alian, and the only source they give is this guy's name. They don't really give sources down here on the Pan-African website to where they got their information. And let me see what.
Oh my God. My fault, family. Some spots, I don't know what it is, but some spots knock my interest. It's always the YouTube that freezes out. Afternoon. In the morning, it's the TikTok. They like, I can't hear you. All right, so anyway, I can't play no more of that. I can't. Like the dude, I don't know where he was going. The Indian slaves. Oh my God. Yeah, if y'all think y'all gonna join me and cook on that food, then you guys are crazy. If y'all think y'all gonna join my live and cook on me about some Indian slaves, we're foundational Indian Americans. where American Indians are slavery. If y'all think that's it, please invite yourself up. If y'all think that's the way, please let me hear more about this. I want to know. I'm Joe. I want to know more. All right. So yeah, I mean, this is wild. Like you can't be more desperate than that. My man said, "Look, I guess the older argument they retired it. Retired. I said retired TikTok. I said retired. I guess the older argument they had, they retired it, and now they're joining this old adopting the Indian slave. Remember, they used to say, "No, we have no enslaved." I'm like, really, really? Okay, you're a tether. So now they see that anywhere, and y'all know how I did them. So I got these guys running to a whole new doctrine in Indian slaves. Whatever. Let's entertain that one. The dude said he's a foundational Indian slave. He's an American descendant of Indians, Indian slavery. I can't even say the damn thing. Like, how do you put that in an acronym? Oh wait, no, I can't say acronym. I got to say it the way Dane Calloway said it. My man said ADOS ain't nothing but a yo. That's the clause stuff. ADOS is the clause. FBA is the clause. Yo, the dude Dane Calloway said FBA is an abbreviation with a straight face. He said ADOS is an abbreviation. That is worse than the clause. Because the clause guy was kind of right a little bit on some things. He just was out of context and misusing it. But there's a real definition of a clause. That's in like third grade grammar book. So he was all the way like, but he was just misapplying it. But Dan Calloway, who's supposed to be him, he said the FBA abbreviation, the ADOS abbreviation. My guy, if you can't speak, see, one thing, folks, one thing I learned to do, I learned to stay within my normal vocabulary. I try all that plebiscite, polite stuff. Yeah, see the conduct, like all that. See the flip of the gabba, is lava. The bit of it, I sound like Dawes effect. Rickety brow, hot comb to hat. I was trying that plebiscite stuff. That I was like, you know what? Let me stick to my normal vocabulary. It is Dan Calloway. Stick to your normal vocabulary, my guy. It's called an acronym. FBA is an acronym. It's not an abbreviation. It's an acronym. ADOS is an acronym. It's not. Now, you got one thing correct. Is that acronym and abbreviation, they both start with A. So I give you credit for that. But dude, you literally said FBA was an abbreviation. And I'm supposed to look at you like you my peer. Like we can really have a good dialogue. Dude, stop it. Hey yo, why do people be like in the middle of the street trying to make a left and the yellow turn the light turning yellow and I'm going straight? Like, why they think that I must stop and they must go? It's like, ma'am, you need to slow down. Because I'm beating the light too. Okay? That's your fault to be middle of the street. And ain't had nowhere to go. Yeah, but if anybody talking that, two talking points, I need people to hop on the live. If y'all talking that you have no enslaved ancestors, invite yourself up. If you talking that the Indians were the real slaves, foundational Indian slavery, please, foundational Indian Americans, please, FIA, that sound like FOIA. Okay? Please come up and let us be entertained. Entertain us. We deserve it. All right, all right, all right. So let me go ahead and share the rest of that video. Yeah, trying to get hot and make money was a lot. Hey, yo, listen. I realized, family, I can, all the research I do, family, all the research I do, I can easily be a plebiscite battler and make hella money. I can easily make, do plebiscite battle, lie. I learned a lot. And I know how, like, I can twist some stuff up and like and it sounds like it's true, but be disingenuous. Like, I learned a lot. I know a lot about a lot. You dig? I can easily trip y'all up and have y'all believe in lies. And I have it sound like we going against the system. Yeah, man, F the government. Yeah. You rebels. Like people who really do good, thorough research can be the best deceivers. It's more money, it's more clout, it's more views and lying to people with gotcha or like, oh my God. Like, listen, when people get your attention with the, oh my God, really? I didn't know that. Like, you're shocked. Like, not like you're happy. Like, I didn't know that. Like, cause I'm gonna give you something you don't know because I'm a researcher. So but it's gonna be in good shock, good faith. It ain't gonna be no, oh my God, the world's gonna end. Don't do that. Oh my God, well, FEMA camps. Oh, all those storage units, they're gonna use those for oh my God, illegal. All those FEMA camps, they're gonna use those. No, the storage camps, they're gonna use those when they do martial law. There is more money in that. You'll get a whole bunch of tethers are deep into that. Oh, the fall of Babylon, the fall of Babylon. Sound like Alex Jones. So I can be an FBA Alex Jones. Babylon gonna fall. Babylon gonna. Project 2025. Project 25. Birthright citizenship. They're coming for us next. Make up some fake history, twist it up a little bit, and make it sound like it's official. Misquote stuff. Yeah, Babylon. We're next. We're gonna be. We've been deported before. They deported us to Liberia. They can do it again. And I have 30,000 people right now watching me talking like that. I can make it sound like it's real. Oh, we've been deported before. You ever heard of Liberia? What do you think that was? You did like I could easily, I could easily go to plebiscite route and get 30,000 live viewers, 30K a month. But I can't because I'm just not a liar. I got real FBA blood in me. You dig? I got real FBA blood. I can't see myself doing it. And then you got to keep up the lies and lies and lies and lies. And then there's going to be an FBA round out there somewhere to expose me and bring me down eventually. So all the riches I gained from lying, it'll all just go away, just like that. Never to come back. I listen to this guy. So he's trying to convince you that Tariq got 1526 from him. Listen to this guy is mush mouth. He's all over the place. His brain's not together. His argument ain't together. His research is all messy. But we're supposed to believe Tariq Nasheed watched his video to level up. Listen to this guy.
Modern rewritten history. Literally. Because if you read an old source like the one I keep bringing up right here from 1651.
Now, family, these so-called old sources, my guy, we should be able to, you know what? I'm going to waste some of my time debunking this right here.
A book about America. Now, this and many other books Many of them, all of them be in my documentary, and documents that will tell you that Lucas Vasquez de Ayllon fetched slaves from the adjacent islands, and not once in these books is the word Africa even mentioned. Then you have...
Is Indian mentioned? Is Indian mentioned? Is native mentioned? Like, come on.
I have to wonder if it's written in these times, if these people are writing about 1526, where the hell did they read in an old ass document about some Africans? Because then I can say it's true.
Yeah, the one thing I will admit, these guys are well versed in their lies. I will admit that. And I'm saying FBA's got to be well versed in their truth. I call it, y'all got to be indoctrinated in your truth, in the FBA truth, the lineage truth. You dig? Know it. I say some stuff, remember it, know it, practice it, go in the mirror and look in the mirror, get it together, become indoctrinated in your truth. So therefore, you, like, I ain't got to be everywhere like an octopus. That means you over somewhere cooking on people. You're indoctrinated with the FBA, the lineage truth. I'm doing the research for you. Just master it, make sure you understand it correctly so you can answer questions and go out there and kick butt.
If these people in these modern publications link back to a book that is from the 1500s, and I go and look at that book and it says Lucas Vasquez brought some Africans. Okay, bet. Okay, well, I can say your whole 1526 shit stands, and I stand corrected. But I don't stand corrected. This man is trying to Africanize you with all the double speak, and there's a lot of people out here double speaking.
This guy said, okay, so Tariq Nasheed said he got African ancestry. And Dane Calloway took that to mean Tariq is a Pan-African. Tariq said he got African ancestry. This guy, this mulatto, took that to mean Tariq is trying to Africanize you. When he says 1,000 times, he's not African. He even goes as far as to say, we're not African, and we know we're not African. But these weirdos want us to make believe that we don't have any African ancestry in us at all. And when we disclose that we do, they will do this. Now, they're just as bad as the Africans. The Africans won't know your DNA at all, won't know your genealogy at all, and will just say you're African. Well, these feathers are the opposite. Like, they're one and the same, just on the opposite corner. The feathers would say, you don't have no African ancestry. Know nothing about your genealogy, know nothing about where you're from and who. But they would just sit there and say, with a straight face, with absolute certainty, you don't have no African ancestry. One person don't know nothing about you, say you're African. The next person know nothing about you and say you got African ancestry. Like, you really just can't make this stuff up, man. And I cook both of them like they're the same people. My one logical argument works on both of them.
And I see y'all. But that's just like he double speaks about root work. Now, he says that when you had your ethnogenesis, you became something new, and everything you did after that is based upon the amalgamation story of a new mixed people. So this root work is really being Africanized through him, because Indians did root work.
Yeah, did he say root work? All right, at this point, family, I'm good. Tariq Nasheed said hot dog. A Native American ate a hot dog. See? He playing games with y'all. He's Native American. Tariq Nasheed got a feather in his top hat. See? Indigenous people, their god is a feather. Okay? Tariq Nasheed be roasting people. See? The pretendians, they be roasting beetles. I don't know what they be doing. Roasting whatever. Roasting buffalo. Like, yo, you got it. Yo, the stretch is just, the reach is just out of control, man. This is the Inspector Gadget reach. Root, he just picking out, this is called selective research at its finest, family. They're just looking at anything he says. Oh, I'm sorry. He said a lot. and they're trying to find anything he said that tie into this Indian conspiracy theory. He said other things too. Why you don't use those things? When he says ethnogenesis, tie that into the Indians. Why are you picking and choosing? If you're going to tell it, you might as well tell it all. Damn.
I can show you 1563 books about Florida, the history of Florida, where they said when these people first got to the shores and started to pull up, Indians came up in canoes to them to bring them some things.
Hey, family. His background, he's showing like words and so-called documents. That's not scholarship. That's not scholarship. When I show my background, like for example, when I was debating the Bible, I would show my background to show you the Greek, the ancient Greek, because the ancient Greek, it don't have punctuation marks, and it don't respect margins, and it don't respect one line. So for example, in ancient Greek, you could have like the word grandmother. You could have GRA on one line and ND mother on the next line. Down from it. It don't respect the grammatical rules that we do now. So for that reason, I would share my screen and I will show you it says grandmother. The GRA is at the top, the ND mother at the bottom. So that means demonstrating. I'm demonstrating this says grandmother. I don't pull up questionable sources. Say, look, this source behind me, this is the proof. That's babble. You give websites, my guy. You give authors. Not to look at this behind me. And you got to trust it says what I say it says. That's not scholarship.
What did they bring them? Roots, which they have in great estimation, and make thereof.
And then he cherry picks roots work. I mean, I thought he was talking about Tariq Nasheed deodorant. I thought he was going to say they got Tariq got the deodorant idea from the Indians. Yo, everybody's obsessed with Tariq. The Pan-Africans, the Tethers, the Hoteppers, the Pretendians. Yo, everybody is they want a piece. Everybody want his attention. No, debate me. Leave the Pan-Africans alone. Leave the Tethers alone. Leave the African conservatives alone. Like everybody is begging for his attention. No, give because they know clout comes wherever he looks at. Yo, debate me. No, you move. Debate me. Like they became crabs in a barrel to themselves. Tariq Nasheed ops became crab in a barrel to themselves. They are really pulling each other down to get Tariq's attention. Like, but he's supposed to be so irrelevant, so insignificant, so basic, but all of them are desperately saying, hey, Tariq, give me 5 minutes of fame of your time. This is sad.
A potion of medicine.
Yo, they're making Tariq Nasheed Mayweather. People knew damn well they're going to lose. They had zero chance of beating Mayweather. But they'll call him out. They'll say his name like Beyonce and get beat up in the most worst way possible without being knocked out. And they don't care because now their name lives forever. Because now they became an opponent. Another opponent, Mayweather, beat up during his journey to break Rocky Marciano 50 wins or 49 unbeaten streak. Oh, damn. The mosquitoes come out at nighttime. They are all desperate for Tariq Nasheed. This is embarrassing, man. He got a whole video about 1526, and I'm completely, honestly lost.
1563 Indians doing root work. This one's about the Chickasaw Indians. Says the doctors made use of herbs and roots in various forms.
So Tariq can't say root work because Indians, I don't think Indians are speaking English. I'm sorry. But I don't believe Indians said the word root work when they was practicing root work. I don't think the Indians actually said root work. This is the same argument Tethers do with Noor. No, they got black in the Tether Haitian Constitution. No, they don't. Yes, they do. No, they don't. Yes, they do. No, they don't. It says black. Really? In your Constitution, was it written in English or French? French. Okay. So would the word black be there or Noor? Noor. Okay. Like I said, black ain't in your Constitution. Noor is. You are the first Noor people. Congratulations. Nobody's gonna take that from you. You're Noor, bro. Now, be Noor and proud. Be Noor and beautiful. You know, Noor power. Go be great, my guy. Get your country back. But we are black. We're the only black people on earth. Haitians, Jamaicans, Africans, none of y'all were ever black. You can't be black. It's too late. It's too late. Black was something unique to FBA's Native Black Americans, Native Black Americans. That's it. There's nothing to join. There's nothing to come behind. You had to be here from the beginning, and you had to endure towards the end. Because Liberians were here from the beginning, but they didn't endure towards the end. So to be a Native Black American, to be foundational, right? You had to be here from the beginning, and you had to endure to the end. Other folks ain't do that. They left. So there you go. Where is my... Oh my God, I can never find my spray when I need it. These mosquitoes ain't playing, yo. Where the hell is my spray?
And given in different modes for emetics, cathartics, sweats, wounds, and sores. They also made use of cold baths, sacrification.
Dude, learn how to read. Mushmouth, learn how to read.
Cupping and blistered by any means, or whatever. They also use some enchantments and magic. At least that's what they think. To me, that's like frequency, chakra, type shit. But come on now. This didn't come from no amalgamated ethnogenesis. We had an African come here and it mixed in with the right amount of European, and then they added in a pinch. Because it's only 1% of y'all have Native American. A pinch of Native American salt. And now y'all niggas is something brand new out the oven, nigga.
What'd I say? They hard-headed though. They hard-headed. I said earlier, you still running with something that's spanking brand new that ain't got no history. Hard-headed. Keep cooking.
Y'all niggas be believing bullshit.
And to the Asian bitch.
Okay. Shout out to Sam UC.
OCO, free thinkers.
I make you think, yeah. I make you think, I make you think, yeah. I make you think, yeah.
Yeah, I will definitely pass on that. But folks would gladly watch that garbage, believe that garbage, and become remedial like him. But when I give information that you can just Google from your phone, from your iPad or whatever device you got, your Apple Watch, I'm one of the rare scholars who say, if research from your phone doesn't agree with me, I'm wrong. Like, I'm that thorough in my research. It's easy to beat me, to debunk me. If what I say, a simple research goes against, I lose. I had a guy the other day tried to debate me, Amor. He was weak as hell. I can't wait to clip that. I gotta clip that up tonight. That Moore guy. Oh my God, I had so much fun with him. He kept, family, if y'all didn't watch this one, you gotta watch it when I upload it. He kept pausing, like he kept muting himself to go try to fact check me, to like debunk me. And he kept coming back like, all right, whatever. I mean, he was blatantly pausing his or muting himself to go research to see if what I was saying was accurate. I was like, bruh, all you're gonna keep doing is coming back confirming what I said, my guy. So just save yourself the time from pausing and the humiliation. Save yourself the time from pausing and trying to look up whether I'm right or not, my guy. A lot of times I am Google. And when I say that, a lot of y'all don't get that. Okay? That's why I'm so confident nobody can beat me. You ain't gonna debunk nothing I say. You're gonna just your Google search is gonna confirm it, and you're gonna explain or chimp out and talk over me. That's all. All right, so let's get back to the foundational video. Matter of fact, let me throw the link in the chat first. Hold on. Yeah, just take the L, man. You dig? Let me go to. Let me put the link in it. Your TikTokers, I noticed TikTokers only really join my live streams in the morning. Y'all don't rejoin in the afternoon. The YouTubers, they most likely join in the afternoon. Okay, I noticed that. One second as I add the chat in there. As I add the link in the chat. Yeah, so if anybody believe this foundational Indian American stuff, here's the Zoom link. And the thing is, family, like TikTokers don't really know who I am. So like they be really like suspicious. Like they'll come in and listen to me. Who is this guy? Like they never heard of me. Like, damn, he's so on point. He's a scholar. But who is this guy? And they like timid to like click to invite themselves up. Cause they like passing me around in the inner circles. Who's unbiased Ron? Who's that? Who's FBA News and Updates? Who's that? Who's that? They so scared to click that link and find out. So they be real timid. So like they'll send their weakling, hey yo, call in and crash out. Cause you ain't gonna win. Just call in and crash out. Take one for the team. Ask him this. Let's find out what he believes in. Hey, I don't believe in nothing, man. I just accept facts. The difference. You believe, I accept. You believe in stuff, I accept facts. Big difference. Here is the. Oh, okay. So I pinned the Zoom link for the YouTubers. TikTokers can easily just, invite themselves up. But in the meanwhile, I'm gonna finish playing Tariq's foundational video. You dig? And I'm 100%. I'm 100% going live in the morning. So if I cut this live short, well, it won't be short. I've been live for like what, 3 hours or something like that, 3 hours. So it won't be a short live. Oh, but I do got a new FBA song. Well, it's not the full thing. Like I haven't finished it, but I'm gonna play a brief of it. So what you're gonna hear is likely to change. You dig? It's likely to change. So I'm just gonna give y'all a little bit. But like I said, it's likely to change. And I think it's too long. I'm gonna shorten it. It's like 4 minutes. I think it's way too long. So I'm gonna shorten it too. But the song is called. By the way, if y'all know TikTok, I got hella FBA songs. They all fire, by the way. I got an FBA anthem song, fire. I started off by saying, we the only black people, y'all the only eat rat, eat bat people. You ain't black, you ain't that. Your black is being repoed, we taking it back. Cause you making it whack. You from the slave raiding attacks. We built the foundation. Our innovation is groundbreaking. You ain't want to get there, now you're faking. What I say? And now the ground's shaking. I've got to say. But it's a hot song. And you know what's funny, family? I got like 25 songs. I pretty much know the lyrics to all of them. All right, but anyway, this is let's see if it'll let me play it. I think this is the latest song right here. Let's see if it let me play it. If it don't let me play, I'll play it later. Yeah. Well, actually, I can play it. Let me see if I can, because I can share it. Let me see if I can do Suno for my phone. I don't think it's gonna sign me in. Damn it. Damn. Yeah, I don't think I'm able to sign in. I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna try to sign in. I wonder if it let me, if I do sign in, if I could play my music. Okay, so I actually found it. All right, so let's see. Let's see if it allows me to play it. So if YouTube, if y'all can't hear it, let me know. Like, oh man. Uh-oh, green card holder detained by ICE after immigration judge dismissed her sanctuary claim. Yeah, but I'm most likely gonna go live like super early in the morning because that's the only time TikTokers actually join the live, man. They be afraid to join or shy or something. So anyway, the song is "Keep on Walking." It's a spinoff CC Peniston. Keep on walk, tethers. You can keep on walking. I ain't talking to y'all anymore. You can just go. Keep on walking. You dig? So hold on. I got you. All right, check it out. TikTok.
You can just walk on, keep on. You can just go walk on, keep on. You can just go walk on, keep on. You can just go walk on, keep on. You can just walk on, keep on. You can just go walk on, just go walk on, keep on. You can just go walk on, keep on. You can just go walk on, just go walk on, keep on. You thought the scam you had would never end, but now it's too late to cosplay again and again. And although what you had was sad, but now you mad, acting up, acting bad. But you can keep on walking, I ain't talking to you anymore. You can just go walk on.
Hey yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. That Tariq Club song, that song was so hot. Now y'all know I don't do no club music. Yo, but Tariq Club song is so hot, man. I said I gotta do a club song. Hey, peace, Boaz Jones. How you say your name? All right, what's up, Boaz? Now, Boaz, your headset, whatever you got on, is terrible because it sounds like you in the bathroom. No, it ain't the coughing. It ain't the coughing. I'm saying how I'm hearing you. It sounds like you're in the hallway or in the bathroom or in jail or something. Yeah, it sounded like a nice echo, like you are in a house that you ain't supposed to be in. Adverse claims, some of that more stuff.
Sorry about that. I'll drop down if it's too bad.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Go ahead. It depends. It may be you. How do you identify?
Foundational Black American.
Okay. And what does the foundational mean to you?
Blood lineage. You know?
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's a good, I like that. Now, do you believe Africans, Haitians, and West Indians are black? All right, okay. All right, so yeah, man, well, whatever you want to talk about. Go ahead.
Well, listen, brother. You know, some of us come from different backgrounds. You know, we all don't speak the same. We all have the same cadence in our tone. And we all might not pronounce the same things the same. That doesn't mean that this person is not a foundational Black American.
Right.
That's just my experience. You know, you got people coming up here, oh, you know, you're tether. If I was a tether, I'd say I'm a tether, you know?
Yeah, and the thing is, the people who say you're not, most likely not themselves.
People what?
The people who are quick to say you're not are probably not themselves. Like you got a lot of cosplaying tethers who trying to tell people who's FBA and who's not. And so for me, it's a simple definition that I go out of my way to break down. And I make it simple. I have a gift to make complex things. I can deliver complex things in simplistic ways. Okay. So to be FBA it's really NBA, Native Black American. Dr. Claude had it right. Right. So Native Black Americans are foundational. Right. So we were Native before we were foundational. Foundational actually means foundation talks about an action. That means we built something. Built is an action. I'm saying we were Native before we built something. So we were Native Black Americans, and when we built something, we became foundational. We became Native foundational Black Americans. You feel me? Because now we built the country. Had we not built nothing, we'll just be Native Americans, Native Black Americans. But we didn't build nothing. But we did build it. So we were Native first, and then we were foundational, and then we were freed. See, now we're freedmen, and now we're ADOS. So all of the acronyms, all the delineating terms work. They just work in stages. We were Native first, then we became foundational, then we were freed. We fought for our freedom, freedmen, ADOS, and now we're here. So all those words apply, just in different stages of time. All right. So real simple. To start the conversation as to if somebody's FB or not, to start the conversation, you need to have been Native. Okay, now you're Native. Okay, cool. Now, secondly, did your ancestors build the infrastructure? If at any point your answer is no, you're not us. All right, so now we got the infrastructure going on, right? Now, to build the infrastructure, that means you got to confess and admit that your ancestors were enslaved. Okay, you admit that. Okay, cool, right? At that point, it don't even matter if you say you're Indian. That really don't matter. Can you admit that the enslavement did happen? Once you say yes, cool. We moving forward. All right, now